Welcome to the Base Face Network.
Good day everyone. Today our group 7 will be presenting about supply chain in fisheries. This is our team: Afiq, Nadia, Zaim, Nur Zafira, Siti Noshazra and Nur Ainul Natasha.
Assalamualaikum, and we from Group 7 want to talk about the global seafood supply chain. In introduction, fisheries refer to the activity of catching fish and other aquatic organisms from the wild for commercial or recreational purpose. The global seafood supply chain is complex and integrated with stakeholders across the supply chain, from fishers to buyer to consumer, leveraging their roles to ensure sustainable fisheries management. The seafood industry is one of the world's most traded food commodity by value, accounting for $143 billion in global trade each year. The supply chain for wild seafood begins with a producer, the fishers, and terminate which and buyer will sell to a consumer. The supply chain for fisheries with challenges such as lack of transparency, absence of traceability, and perverse incentives that encourage unsustainable fishing practice. A sustainable fishery has healthy and productive population of fish where its integrity of the ecosystem is maintained, and the social and economic well-being of the fishing community is ensured.
Current issues of supply chain in fisheries for globally. First one is lack of transparency and traceability. Difficult for consumers to know the origin of the fish consumed, whether it comes from the sustainable farming or not. The second one, perverse incentives. Fishermen may put short-term profits ahead of long-term sustainability so that the current supply chain system may favor unsustainable fishing methods. Next is current issues of supply chain in fisheries in Malaysia. The first one is disruptions of external factors. COVID-19 has disrupted the supply chain caused by lockdowns, travel restrictions and movement control orders, and it has affected the availability of seafood and its distribution. Movement control orders is also the cause that fishermen cannot go to the sea to fish. And the last one for internationally current issues are the environmental pollutions. Environmental pollutions affected the health of fish stocks and affect the overall sustainability of the industry. Since long ago, Malaysia still suffered from environmental pollutions, especially water pollution, and this is the cause the marine life health has been decreasing.
Factors influencing global supply chain in fisheries. The global supply chain in fisheries is influenced by a variety of factors reflecting the complex interplay of environmental, economic, social, and political elements. For the first factor is environmental factors, which consist of climate change and overfishing. Changes in ocean temperatures, sea levels, and weather patterns can affect fish migration patterns and the abundance of marine species. The next is overfishing. Depleting fish stocks due to overfishing can disrupt the balance of the ecosystem and impact the long-term sustainability of the industry. The next factor is economic factors, which consist global demand and fuel costs. Fluctuations in global demands for seafood can impact prices and drive changes in production levels and distribution. The cost of fuel for fishing vessels and transportation can significantly influence the overall cost structure of the supply chain. The next factor is social factor, which consists of labor practices and community impact. Issues related to labor rights, working conditions, and fair wages can affect the social sustainability of the fisheries supply chain. The well-being of fishing communities and their dependence on fisheries can influence government policies and regulation. The last factor is technological factors, which consists of fishing technology and supply chain technology. Advances in fishing technology can impact efficiency, but it also raises concerns about the potential for overfishing and habitat destruction. Innovation in logistic tracking and traceability can improve transparency and sustainability in the supply chain. These factors interact in a dynamic and complex way, making the global fisheries supply chain susceptible to various challenges and opportunities. Sustainable practices, international cooperation, and responsible management are essential for ensuring the long-term viability of the industries.
Supply chain management face included various challenges, included volatility in the market, changing customer demand, trade war, and economic uncertainties contribute to supply chains risks and challenges. Part conversion and manufacturing delays. This can lead to delayed dispatch and delivery, causing disruptions in the supply chains. Material shortage. Infusions input due to increased consumer demand and limited logistic capacity can disrupt the supply chains. Lack of supply chains visibility. The inability to track the movement of individual items through the supply chains can lead to inefficiencies and disruptions. Rising costs. This included the rising price of food, increasing commodity prices, and higher labor costs, which can impact the overall supply chains. Shortage of talent. Finding and retaining the right people in the supply chain industry is a significant challenge.
Number 3. Global logistics. Efficient logistics is a crucial aspect of GSCM. It involves the coordination of transportation mode, routes, and schedulers for ensure the time delivery to goods across the globe. Companies work with various logistic partners such as freight forward or optimize the supply chains and reduction costs. Number 4. Green supply chains. Companies are increased focus on implementing environmental friendly practices in their global supply chains. This include use recyclable materials, reduction waste, and also promotion energy efficiency.
In conclusion, the investigation of the global supply chain in fisheries reveals the intricate web of interactions and activities involved in getting seafood from the oceans to consumers all over the world. This study emphasized the importance of international cooperation in addressing issues like overfishing and environmental sustainability. A more resilient and ethical global fisheries supply chain can be promoted by fostering responsible methods, fair labor conditions, and transparency. It is obvious that a collaborative effort by governments, industry players, and consumers is required to protect the long-term health of our seas and the well-being of individuals who rely on this critical business.